The Committee on Climate Change says that low-carbon farming is the key to helping the UK achieve its goal of becoming net carbon zero by 2050. Their latest report also recommends restoring peatland and moving away from carbon-intensive diets heavy in red meat and dairy. Sky's Lisa Holland reports.
How we use the land is a key factor in tackling climate change, according to those who advise the government. The Committee on Climate Change says radical policies are needed. They suggest a fifth of farmland should be turned over to practices which reduce carbon, such as tree planting. Policy advice includes planting 100 million trees a year, encouraging low-carbon farming, such as changing to low-carbon feeds for cattle, restoring peatlands so it can store carbon, and aiming for a 20% reduction per person in consumption of beef and lamb. But all this will come at a cost to farmers. The committee believes emitters such as airlines should help with funding.
What we're recommending today is a set of changes that would allow those farmers to make that transition and to be funded to do so. Importantly, we are recommending that there should be a levy on the fossil fuel suppliers that would allow farmers to be paid to plant trees and to store carbon into the future.
There's a lot of hazel in here because we hope at some point to coppice the woodland.
The Woodmeadow Trust in Yorkshire is trying to make the best of every acre of land it has. Here it's turned a barley field into a hive of biodiversity which soaks up carbon. The grassy areas will transform in the summer to this, not just a pretty picture.
We feel it's really important to make the best use possible for both carbon sequestration and biodiversity and have a bit of a win-win. So that's what we've been going for here, and it is quite small scale, but as an exemplar site, we feel it's doing really well.
You'll be hearing a lot of recommendations from the Committee on Climate Change, but the body says its report on land use will be one of the most important it puts together if Britain is to meet its target of becoming carbon neutral by 2050. Lisa Holland, Sky News, Yorkshire.